Welcome back, everyone. JAYBONE here for Smash This Podcast. On a Monday. Oh my goodness. He's live on a Monday and it's early. Yeah, well, let me explain that. Core Dreams, what is up? Good to see you. As we get into this. What's up, buddy? Hope you're well. Zach McCall, Zach Bonifa, Bonerama. Oh my goodness. Oh, what is that? Oh, I don't even want to know. I don't want to know what that that little picture is next to Zach. I'm okay. I am okay. Lots of news and little bits of pieces and stuff to go through. So before I get into this, you know what to do, folks. Smash that like button, smash that sub button, and ring that bell for notifications so that you know when more of my content hits your screen. Also on audio with anchor.fm/smash this podcast. There's a support button on the page. Please consider pushing it. You can support the podcast for less than $1 a month. There's 3 tiers. So if you want to help the podcast grow, because JAYBONE's trying to upgrade stuff, we got a new camera, but I want to redo the whole office, set stuff up. So I'm going to have to take a couple days off here and there to move stuff around. I want to get some lighting in here, proper lighting, so it looks sexy like Basil. Basil's got like he's really got the shit together. So that's the goal. I gotta get good lighting to match this new HD camera. So Zach says the picture is me on WWE video game entrance as HBK. Wow, that is oof. So Zach Bonifer thinks he's cute. He thinks he's sexy. He's got the moves to drive us all nuts. Love you, Zach. Styles is in here. Yo, what's up? Mr. Impact Wrestling. Mr. William Gardner himself. Night of the Living Bone. Oh my God, I love that. I'm always looking for new merch ideas because that's one thing that's really got me motivated is pushing the merch. I'm horrible at doing it. There is a link in the description. Please go check it out. JAYBONE's got merch, the lollipop t-shirt, the classic logo, not the classic logo, but the current logo, the NWO style STP shirt. That's a hot one. JAYBONE's got masks. And we got some other designs coming up soon. Night of the Living Bone. I love that. Somebody wants to draw a concept piece for Night of the Living Bone that I can sell on a t-shirt. Hit me up on social medias. All the links are in the description. Bill, I love you. You've been a blessing to our team and to our podcast family. Mwah! Trying to come up with things, yes. Not all the time, just once in a while, someone will say something. Someone said the Podfather the other day, so I made up something for that. It's done. It just has to come to the surface. So yeah, later tonight, I'm going to be guesting when I would normally go live, like post-Raw-ish time. And so that's why I'm going live now, so I'm not interfering with what's going on later. And that's the Backstage Boys podcast. So Basil and Trent are going to have little old me on, and we'll be discussing stuff. I don't know exactly what all the topics are. I think one of them actually is going to be me. I'm not sure. So just to talk shop and stuff and things, stuff and things. So no Styles, not the Backstreet Boys. No, I mean we're some sexy bitches, but we're not that sexy. But thank you. The boy band. No, not the. But no, please no. Can't like this anymore. Well, what's funny is somebody last night when I was on the family dinner, if you will, the Impact Plus Weekly, I had a baseball cap on and a sweatshirt over the cap, and someone said I looked like a 90s boy band. And I didn't see it immediately. I saw it later, and I just cracked up laughing. I was like, oh, my God, I'm like Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch. Yeah. So, no, Marky Mark and the Funky Bone. There, how's that? I couldn't help but think about New Kids on the Block. Looking like Donnie Wahlberg from back in the day. Stop playing those games. Fretz is in here. All right. Before I drive everyone away with my goofiness. Oh, Dead Punk Gage. What is up? 3 count. Whoops. 3 count 2.0. Was that the boy band wrestling group that was in WCW in the latter days of their survival? That was great stuff. Trek-opedia. Have not seen that name before. All right. The only difference between Peacock Premium and Premium Plus, is the amount of ads. Same shows on each. I believe so. So let's get into this hot topic. Okay, let's get into this now. So it was announced earlier today, and this is really big. Okay, I don't know how much this is actually going to affect the insides, like the wrestlers themselves, as far as money wise or anything. I have no idea. But this is huge, folks. You know how you see the headlines every great once in a while where it says Vince McMahon is always open for business. And then the rumors start floating around like, oh, he's going to sell to Disney, and all this kind of stuff starts going around. And then it dies down, and then it comes back up. He says something in a quarterly meeting, whatever those public meetings you have, and then you can get the results from the stock meetings or whatever the hell they call it. I don't know that. I'm not privy to that stuff. I don't get into that. But news does come out from that, because as far as their plans and stuff. And apparently this has actually been in the works for quite a while. They've been advertising now for the last, 6 months? Somewhere within the last year, this advertising started on bigger events that I've noticed, because I've been really back and forth with the weekly product. You guys know that. And it's just because I got to take breaks, because sometimes I'm not into what they're giving us. It's constructive criticism. I got to give my eyes a rest and focus on other stuff that I know that I'm going to enjoy, and I've been very open about that. So it was announced earlier today that WWE's network, the WWE network, is that all the content is shifting over to the Peacock streaming service, and that's NBC's big streaming service that started within I believe it started within the last year. So, and there's so many of these popping up now. It's crazy. It's hard to keep track of them. Like, I've had Netflix for a long time, almost since its inception, on and off, here and there. We get rid of it and then we get it back because I want to catch up on this series and that series and whatever. But Netflix has been pumping out just a ton of original content. I mean, just between series and movies and stuff, it's really something. And so then along with that, you see the HBO Max, the Peacock, AMC, I believe, has an AMC Plus. CBS has one. I don't know what they're. So these are starting to pop up all over the place, and they're all trying to come up with exclusive original content to draw you in. This is becoming a very common thing. Well, this is really something. And by all means, as I'm talking about this, let me know your Mr. Impact Wrestling Inception, a bone within a bone. I don't know about that one. That's a little. It's like, okay, are you going to put my head on, oh, Jesus, what's that actor's name that's in the movie? Leonardo DiCaprio. You're going to put my head on Leonardo DiCaprio on, like, the movie poster. No, I can't. You can't do that. Zach will do that, but I can't do that. That's funny. Oh, sure. Yeah, proud as a peacock. There you go. See, I don't have the sound bites. What do I have in here? I had Kyle in here the other day. He put a couple in here. What do we got here? Oh no, that's just naughty. Well, how about oh, we got this.
Hey, Impact Wrestling. It's great to be here tonight.
Yeah, we got that too. Welcome, Tony. Thanks. I'm glad you're a fan of the product. Welcome to the show. I love Kyle. Kyle and his bits. So yeah, let me know if you're a fan of this or not. I mean, I know a majority of my audience does not watch the WWE content, and that's okay. It's okay. I'm not going to sit here and preach to you that you have to do this. I'm just reporting news because I think this is big stuff. I still have the network, even though I have not been covering a lot of original WWE content. The last big original WWE content I covered, I believe, was the Undertaker Last Ride series, and that was fun to watch. That really was. They are. I'll say that they are good at that kind of stuff. They really are. And the Chronicles series are usually pretty good. I got to catch up on those. So, and they're going to be kicking out even more original content now because, oh my God, they go in an absolute buttload of money. I believe the official denomination is crap ton. Go look it up. Go Google crap ton o' money. It's actually a denomination. Possibly European. No. So yeah, give me your opinions. Are you interested in switching over to Peacock? Now, what Truckee Media, someone earlier in the comments, I apologize if I screwed that up, said, yeah, there's different tiers. So let's talk about that for a minute. So they've got a free version of the Peacock service, I believe. I believe they have one. I know there's a free 7-day trial. You can check it out. You can see what series they have. They got original movies and original series content, whatever. I don't know what all the free content is. I'm not sure. I didn't do that much stuff. The next tier up from the free is $4.99. Now, the difference is they have another tier that's $9.99. Now, the WWE Network is still $9.99. Okay. The difference between the two is the WWE Network is going to be available on the cheaper tier, on the $4.99. The difference is there's going to be ads on the $4.99 service. If you don't want ads, bump it up the tier to the $9.99. You're still paying the same thing as you were before. No more, no less. $9.99, $9.99 plus. So you'll get the entire WWE catalog, network, whatever. And look, don't get me wrong. I'm sure there's going to be an adjustment period. It's supposed to start March, late March, I believe. Hang on. I have all these different tabs open here for news and stuff. Give me a moment. Okay. Launch taking place March 18th, and the first event to really kick it all off big time, I believe, is Fastlane, and that's the first. That's the last pay-per-view, I believe, before WrestleMania. I believe that's how that's going here. I'm not going to read this whole thing. Let's see. NBC Universal has a long-standing relationship with WWE and has begun nearly 30 years ago with Monday Night Raw on USA. WWE has always tapped into the cultural zeitgeist. Oh my God, these big $5 words. Jiminy Christmas. To be the exclusive home for WWE Network and its millions of fans across the country. There's the other thing. It's strictly for the USA audience. Everyone else is still going to be watching on what they have. Whatever, how in other countries around the world, however you watch WWE Network, that will not change from what I'm hearing. WWE Network is a transformative addition to the platform that complements Peacock's massive catalog of iconic movies and shows, as well as the best live news and sports from NBC Universal and beyond. That's the thing. I've also heard that they're canceling their NBC Sports channel or something, and they're moving everything over to Peacock, something like that. I don't know all the details of that, but so I heard that was going to possibly affect NXT. Now, what I've heard is NXT is not going to be affected by this. I've seen headlines out there stating that they are going to, that their deal with USA expires in October. So they still have several months on their deal. I guess the thing is they are going to stay live on the USA Network. That's not going to change. And then they're going to do the night after on the network / Peacock. So that's not going to change apparently. All right. Let's get some opinions in here. Core Dreams, I'm only doing $9.99. Okay. HD Global, what is up, dude? L Tracy. Oh, hey, what's up, Eric? How you doing? I will actually resubscribe again at $4.99, starting with Fastlane and getting WrestleMania, etc., etc. Well, there you go. There you go. So you don't mind the ads. You're going to save yourself $5. Plus, you're going to have all the content from Peacock just with ads. Cool. Okay. And what I don't understand is I see people out there like just losing their minds over this and go, oh, it's stupid. Okay, well, why is it stupid? You have options. I wouldn't call that necessarily stupid. We just have to hope and pray that this doesn't affect the programming itself. It shouldn't. In theory, it shouldn't. Mr. Fretz says, my Canadian ass is keeping it on the website. I swear if I have to get a VPN again, I'll lose it. Oh, I hear you. I hear you. Core Dreams. I mean, $10 isn't bad. It's not. It's not. I mean, I've been paying that since day one. Literally day one. And I even covered it on here when I got it. I was excited about it, but and I've been back and forth with it, but I still love WWE. I still have a lot of favorites. It's just sometimes their booking is, what's that word I would like to use? Wonky, and then I take a break from it once in a while. But Royal Rumble is a great time to get re-involved with the WWE, in my opinion. And that's my plan going forward. I've said that a couple times before, but I'll restate it again here. So I am going to be covering this Sunday's Royal Rumble. I am excited to see if there's new faces, maybe a couple classic faces showing up at the Royal Rumble for the men and the women. There's a women one now. You got to remember that. Terrence, Mandy Rose is hot. Well, okay. He's going to be watching for Mandy Rose. There you go. Global War says, what I don't understand is how this affects the existing WWE Network subscribers. Okay, let's talk about that. That's a great question. So currently it doesn't affect anything. Okay. But like I said, there is going to be a process. I don't think you're going to get the entire several million hours, whatever it is, of the WWE Network all boom, shift, done. No. They're going to start slowly moving stuff over within the next few weeks, I'm assuming, and there will be an official launch date with a special event like Fastlane, okay? So if you're subscribed to WWE Network right now, you don't have to do anything, okay? I'm sure they're going to be sending out emails soon regarding all this. So wherever you're hooked up from, keep an eye on your emails. I have to remember what email I'm signed up through because I don't always check those emails. I check others daily. I check that one about once a month because it's usually just a couple different things I get emails from. But anyways, I haven't decided what I'm going to do yet. I am going to be switching over at some point. And like I said, they're going to be giving out more information over the next few weeks as far as, hey, when's a good time to switch over, and just what they recommend and whatnot. So yeah, so you can get your 7-day trial, and that'll give you a chance to sign up, look through everything they got over the course of a week. The official launch date is in March. So you got some time to think about it. You don't have to, oh my God, I gotta figure this out in the next 24 hours. No, you got time. You got time. This is not a life or death situation. What it is, folks, is the evolution of the wrestling business. It's always evolving. It's always changing, largely due to social media. This is a big step. And we've seen that with Impact Wrestling too. Their streaming service just got an upgrade. Not exactly a clean one, but it got an upgrade. I think some people are still having issues. I'm not sure. I haven't heard much, but I'm pretty sure a majority of everyone's issues with the Impact Plus app, whatever you call it, is good to go now. If not, Godspeed and good luck. Because it's not exactly easy to talk to or communicate with, from what I've heard. Ring of Honor has theirs. They're always plugging that. Fight TV has their own service as far as wrestling, and they have some kind of subscription service. I'm not sure exactly what it all includes or what it entails. Yeah, Global War says in March, the WWE Network subscribers would stop getting billed by WWE. Yeah, so, you've got the next couple months to like switch over to Peacock, to whatever tier you want, and then eventually the WWE content will flip over to there. So, there you go. Yep, exactly. See what else is. Core says, I will drop the WWE Network on March 1st. There you go. There you go. Good time to do it. So you got a couple months to catch up on stuff or whatever you want to do. Watch your monthly stuff. Sean, we're not talking about that. You're so goofy. Neither. So goofy. Mr. Fred says, I wish Impact would work on Xbox like the old GWN did. Yeah, honestly, I do too. That was nice. That worked well. While it did. It's available on a bunch of different, like Amazon, whatever, different services. But one of them that it doesn't is, like you said, the Xbox. That's one thing. See, I have a smart TV. And you can get different apps on this smart TV that I have. Here's the thing. I tried looking up like Peacock on this TV for the apps. It's not available. So what I have to do is I have to go through my Xbox and get the Peacock app on there. Interesting. So hopefully that goes well. Because, I mean, if Xbox service goes down, you're really screwed. And that's how I'm going to have to, unless I do it online, like on, my computer here or whatever, or on my phone. I don't watch a lot of stuff on my phone. Nothing like super major important. I listen to music and watch little news updates, but that's about it on my phone. Global War says, I missed your bandanas. Nice to see them back. Well, sometimes JAYBONE has them on a little too tight and JAYBONE gets a little headache, so. But we just move forward and, the brand just evolves like everything else. Sometimes I show up looking like a 90s boy band. Sometimes I show up looking like a hippie. Take your pick. It's all me. I gotta be me. Armand says, don't jump around with Impact Plus, you'll get double billed. I tried to watch Impact Plus on both the Impact app and Fight TV, and both billed me. It was a pain to be refunded. There you go. Yeah, I'll watch special events through Fight TV, but nothing Impact related, so just for that reason. Try to keep it simple as I can for myself. But yeah, I hear it. I know some people had some troubles. Whereas Ring of Honor, Honor Club, I can watch ROH and Fight TV, and I'm not double billed. Kind of weird. Well, then they got that together, don't they? Eric says, Peacock is available through Roku, Jabronsky. Okay, I do not have Roku. I've got Spectrum. And I don't think Peacock is available through Spectrum. I know it's available through a couple others. Like it's available through Comcast and something else as far as like cable services and whatnot. So Mr. Fred says, I'm looking like 3 count and the Freebirds. I do not know how to respond to that, but thank you, Mr. Fritz. Trekopedia says, sorry, it's hard for me to understand. I heard WWE Network subs migrate over. What does that mean? That means that when I guess that means if you sign up for Peacock, it'll recognize you eventually as whatever you signed up for on the WWE Network. Like if you use the same email, password, whatever, I don't know if they necessarily automatically go over. I think you still have to sign up for a Peacock account. You can't just get into Peacock for free and then watch your stuff that you paid for through the subscription. I think that means that you'll stop, like someone said earlier, you're going to stop getting billed from WWE and you'll be billed from Peacock. For that, I don't know if that helps. Yeah. Core Dreams is going to go watch Raw. Well, good luck with that. Terrence Sullivan says, I'm subscribed to Impact Plus app on Fight TV and Fight TV subscription as well. Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure what's all included in that, but I have seen that option on there. So, all right. Let's talk about some other stuff. So, but yeah, leave your opinions in the chat. Are you excited for that? Are you going to switch over? Are you going to stop? You're not going to hurt my feelings either way. I'm just curious to see what the masses say, who's here, or if you're watching this on replay or audio, whatever, let me, hit me up, let me know what you're going to do. I'm just curious. Trekopedia says, thank you. That makes sense, man. Okay, good. Glad I could. I mean, I'm trying, we don't know everything yet, but they did release some information. So. Mr. Fred says, billed by Peacock, probably only USA. I think will likely be billed by WWE here again, I hope. Okay. That's right, Europe and Canada. So, yeah, I mean, if you're outside the U.S., your stuff will not change. Okay? Your stuff will not change. This is strictly for the America-based audience. Okay? So hopefully international stuff, because I know they've got special stuff for each country. They got stuff for Canada. They got stuff for Africa. They got stuff for the UK. They got stuff for Europe. I don't know, all over the place. Several different nations they have got deals for. So. Impact Knockouts month on Impact Plus is outstanding. They are really kicking out the content. Let's switch gears now and talk about that for a second. So an update came earlier today. Impact Wrestling announced Knockouts Roundtable Discussion. This is exciting. So this is going to involve, if you saw the picture, it shows Gail Kim, Velvet Sky, Christy Hemme, ODB, bam! Brooke Adams, a.k.a. Tessmacher, And Taryn Terrell will be a part of a roundtable discussion. It will premiere this week as part of Knockouts Month. This is exciting. Now, I think some of these are returning to the company. ODB has already confirmed this. She was telling Chris Van Vliet that the company called her about a return as a wrestler. To quote, "I'm actually getting back in the ring, so Impact obviously called me." And that's a cool thing about stuff. I've never burnt a bridge in wrestling. Yeah, we've had our bad moments and stuff, but whatever you want to when you or want to tell everyone to F themselves. Impact was awesome. TNA was my home, and they buzzed me, and every time I'm like, oh gosh, oh boy, here we go. But they were like, hey, do you want to come back and see what happens and possibly bring the food truck? So that's my ultimate goal, to actually drive my ODB's meet and greet to a stadium and kick some ass. How about a local stadium in the Nashville area where it's getting shot right now? How about that? That'd be amazing. So, Gail Kim still works at Impact as an agent. But these other appearances are notable since many of the other women have not appeared for the company in many years. Christy Hemme, Velvet Sky, left the company in April 2016. So yeah, this is cool. I don't know. I mean, obviously it's going to be talking about their past with the company, probably highlights. So yeah, we are going to be covering that over on TNI. And there's still a week left in a month or so. I may cover a little more knockout stuff. We'll see what they come out with. I've already covered a couple things, some news about ODB and then some other stuff. We'll see. Roku is a streaming device. Yes, I know. Yes, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, it's one of those like cable systems you could go buy at Walmart and get all your channels and stuff, whatever. Yeah, some are okay. Same. I've seen pluses and minuses on some of them, but it's for those that want to, AKA, cut the cord. From the big companies that you end up spending hundreds and hundreds of dollars, thousands of dollars a year. Some of them. So yeah, very excited for that special to come and see who from that bunch of knockouts shows up on TV. Now, with the ODB stuff and her saying she's coming back, is she only coming back for this special and that's it? Because it sounds like there's more. And we've talked about this over on TNI. Let me know what you'd like to see these women do if they do come back. Now, some can't wrestle. Gail Kim's retired. She's not coming back. Velvet Skies had many health issues. She's not wrestling. She's retired. Unless she's super healthy and she might get in the ring again, I'm not sure. But I know she just released a very long 2-ish hours live stream on her Instagram. Part of it went to Facebook, I believe. Being completely transparent about all her health issues. And it was really something to watch. I watched a portion of it. It was very long. Everything she's gone through with her health. I mean, she went through hell. And I don't even remember everything that she talked about as far as her health issues. But thank God she's still alive. She's risen above everything. She's gotten healthier now. But yeah. So Taryn Terrell, very excited. I've seen people mention her a lot as far as, with the whole knockouts tag team tournament and the discussion of, hey, who could come back from the old, the past knockouts bunch of ladies. That is certainly a name that always comes up. Tessmacher will be great to see her. She's had a bunch of kids, I guess. I follow her on social media. I see her name pop up every once in a while. Eric says I watched the Renee Michelle interview by Bison before I came in here. Great interview. Yes, thank you for reminding me. Head on over to TNI. New brand new interview. This I don't know how he gets these, but he gets these. God bless Bison. Bison, Team TNI UK, brand new interview with Renee Michelle. Can't wait to hear that. Maybe she'll give a little info on what her future in wrestling is. She probably can't say, but we'll find out soon enough, won't we? So yeah, please go check out Team TNI UK on the TNI YouTube. The audio will probably be dropping within the next 24-ish hours. Team TNI always putting out great content. Very proud of them. So yeah, Knockouts Month, that special that Knockouts Roundtable is coming very soon. If it hasn't already dropped, I gotta go check the Impact.com, the Impact Plus site. Let's see what else is going on here. Close that tab, close that tab. Okay, so some folks from AEW are showing up again this week on Impact Wrestling. Matt Hardy and Private Party are confirmed for the January 26th episode of Impact Wrestling. That is tomorrow. And you can watch along with us on Twitch. We do a live watch along where we are reacting to everything that you're watching on Impact as well. It's usually Bill and I doing that. We have a lot of fun doing that. And then, in the breaks, we hit mute time. We talk to you guys about what we just saw, a little bit of discussion there, a little bit of reaction, live stuff, of course. And then shortly after, we do the review with the full crew. We break everything down. Break it down. Oh, sorry. But yeah, so please join us for that. And we are not internationally blocked like the Impact Twitch channel is. If you're Team UK or wherever around the world, you can watch us live, watch us react. You can catch everything. Don't miss a little bit of it. So, can't wait to see. And there's going to be, apparently, they're teasing more surprises. So there's going to be Sami Callihan, Moose, and Ken Shamrock, Chris Bay versus Tommy Dreamer, Willie Mack, Rich Swann, and question mark. Who are they going to run into? Who is Scott D'Amore bringing in? Let me hear your thoughts. We've been discussing this a little bit lately over on TNI. So let's hear your thoughts. Who do you think is showing up? Do you think it's somebody from AEW? Do you think it's another free agent floating around out there for the last 6+ months? Do you think it's someone from Impact Wrestling, TNA's past? Who do you think is showing up? Sound off in the comments below. Or in the live chat if you're watching live. So that's very exciting. And I did hear that Matt Hardy was in an accident. He is okay. He is fine. Zach Bonifer. Stop. JAYBONE time. Uh-oh. Oh, sorry. I can't wear the baggy pants. Sorry. I just can't pull it off. Goofy. This had some people talking. Someone, I guess CM Punk was doing an ask thing on the old Twitter box. Someone asked him, what is your favorite number between 1 and 30? Probably referring to the Royal Rumble. CM Punk replied 13. So, is CM Punk coming back to the WWE and showing up at number 13? 14. We'll have to wait and see this Sunday. Looks like my chat is stuck. Terrence Sullivan says, I think it will be EC3. That's a great guess. I would love EC3 to come back. I think it's a great time to come back. I don't see him joining Team Swan, though. If it is, I would see him turn on them and kind of like mentor Moose, not manager. He would be doing his own thing, wrestling. But, you know, this whole thing leading up to, what was it, Bound for Glory? EC3 was prepping Moose for this whole narrative thing, getting him to focus on what's important, getting him to that next stage in his career. So, would I love to see him? Yes, but I don't think he'll side with Swan. Maybe he will. Does it make sense? I don't know. Let me know in the chat. War Dog says CM Punk shows up on AEW tomorrow and Impact. Oof. That's a big guess. I highly doubt it. But hey, you never know in the world of wrestling. It would certainly give those brands a little boost, right? There is a devout audience still out there quietly waiting, just kind of rumbling down there. You hear from them every great once in a while. I guess I'm one of them. I used to talk about him a lot when there was, stuff floating around. But, now it's been quiet. I don't bring his name up too much. I don't do any big notifications on CM Punk. And where is he? What's going on? Yeah, some people are, I guess you could say, the disgruntled ones because he left. He took his ball and went home. People are upset. People are tired of the discussion of him coming back, so they've gotten bitter about it. I get it. Everyone's allowed their own opinion and their own feelings about their favorites becoming non-favorites, Eric says, John Moxley. Oof. Wow. Big name. Could be. Could be. Lurkers Unite. Okay, that sounds familiar. I'm not sure who that's affiliated with. Somebody clue me in on that. So, all right. What else? That was basically what I was just talking about. I had a few different tabs up here. Some other people have dropped hints. I know Lance Archer just dropped another one. I think he's going to be showing up soon. Be great to see him. Excuse me. Lance Hoyt, a.k.a. Dallas from the TNA days. He has certainly evolved, into a different monster, a different beast. Certainly improved. He's doing promos now. He's got Jake the Snake Roberts. My goodness. Jake the Snake Roberts makes an appearance with him at Impact Wrestling. Oh my gosh. That might blow the roof off the place. Jake doesn't do as much as he used to. We know that. He's getting older. He's got some health issues. They use him when it's smart to. And that's what I like about AEW. They don't put him out there 24/7 like, hey, here's more Jake. Cuts a quick promo on someone, responds to someone, short, sweet. He's out. That's all he can do. And that's fine. He's even taken a couple bumps here and there, which is crazy. Didn't he just give someone a DDT or something? I don't know. Or clothesline. He did something. It was great to see. You know. Of course, it was against someone who, you know, was able to take a bump properly and sell it. So, can't remember who that was. Somebody fill in the blank on that one. By the way, I want to quick throw this in here. Global Wars has a t-shirt shop. Global Wars, if you want to, you can put the link in the description. Not going to charge you. I'm not like that. You want to send me something as a thank you, by all means. I'm not going to tell you you have to, okay? But he's got a t-shirt shop. He's been working on some art. I'm not sure what it's all for. I checked out some of it. So, if you want to, drop that link in the description, in the chat, wherever. Go ahead. I will allow it. Here's your plug, brother. Jake Hudson. I'm not familiar with that name. I'm doing fine. That's good. War Dog says if Punk goes back to WWE, people will call him a sellout and people will be pissed. But CM Punk going back home to Impact will be best for him. It would certainly help them. I'm sure he could come up with something pretty fun to do on Impact Wrestling. I don't see him doing that. Certainly it's a completely another universe from what it was almost 20 years ago when he did debut back then, early 2000s. In fact, we're still talking about it on the TNI podcast. We do the NWA TNA throwbacks. We're talking about all the Asylum years. So please, by all means, go check that out. Well, and they're not going to have an audience there immediately. So depending on whether he comes back as a heel or a face, they'll have the pumped in crowd noise to tell you what he is doing. If they pump in boos, you know he came back as a heel. If they pump in cheers, you know he's a baby face. But that can always switch on a dime. So you just got to wait and see. Is he likely to go back to WWE over anywhere else? Yeah, probably. And seeing as WWE is going to have this just ridiculous amount of money coming in now because of the switch of the WWE network going to Peacock. Folks, 5 years, over 5 years, they are getting a $1 billion. Break that down, 5 years. What is that? I'm horrible at math. $200 million a year for their content being on Peacock. Good grief. That's a lot of coin, folks. My goodness. They could sign the entire damn planet. Vinnie Mac and his crew are not hurting for money. Excuse me. Eric says he did a short arm clothesline on Eddie Kingston. You're referring to Jake the Snake. Yes, thank you. I forgot exactly who he did what to. Thank you. Critical Sting is buffering. What's up, Critical Sting? Jake Hudson says CM Punk was in TNA in 2002. Want to notable things. He was in a Clockwork Orange match. I forget who his opponent was. Yeah, he did some fun stuff with Raven on that brand. He did a lot of different things at that time. He was in Ring of Honor. He was in MLW. What's nice about the MLW stuff, if you want to watch it, they did put their classic stuff up for free on the YouTube channel. I still have to check that out. I'm very curious about it. I might cover it on here. I'm not sure. I'm still on the fence on it. But by all means, if you want to see it, sound off, because that'll help me make my decision, you know? If there's just one or two people that say, yeah, me, I may not, I don't know. I don't do a lot of special requests lately. I do a few, depending on what it is. It's got to be something that I'm going to be thinking it's fun and I can react to and watch and whatnot on here. So, do you use StreamYard? Yes, I do. Yes, I use StreamYard, and it's also connected with TNI, the Total Nonstop Impact Podcast. We love it. We've used it almost since its inception, ever since the Google Hangouts went away, because YouTube changed the whole thing, how they did Google Hangouts. When I started going live, oh gosh, a handful of years ago, that was like the easiest way for me to go live, and that's what I used, Google Hangouts. And then that went away, a year and a half ago now? So then we were trying to search a way to go live between myself and TNI, because I've been with them for about a year and a half now. And it's been such a blessing. It really has. I'm reminded every day what a blessing it is to be a part of that crew and a part of that podcast family and everybody who watches and listens. Always thankful. Incredibly thankful. But yeah, we started using StreamYard. I know there's others out there that are very similar. I believe there's I think one's called Melon. There's another one. Very similar, but as far as money-wise and what they all feature, I believe StreamYard is the best way to put your stuff out there. You can, have a featured logo. You can do the banners across the bottom. You can feature comments like this. The production is smooth. Once in a while, there's a little hiccup going to this social media, that social media. But yeah, we've been very happy with it. I highly recommend it for anyone who wants to start out. It's very user friendly, and they also give a weekly meeting, update, kind of town. What do they call that? A town hall, whatever meeting, live on Facebook and YouTube. You can interact with them. They give you updates on the streaming service and whatnot. Very good stuff. War Dog says ESPN are mad because I think they had a deal with WWE. They had some kind of deal. I don't remember what it was, but yeah, that's obviously all gone now. I'm not sure what it means for the SmackDown Fox deal, but it's very interesting. I'm sure they're very curious as to how this is all going to affect them. There might be a fight over some content. I don't know, as far as regular TV content. Raw is still going to be on USA. That's not going to go away. That deal is still there. It's just the big network content is what the original thing was. Big guest tomorrow, JAYBONE. Yes, we do have a guest tomorrow. Please remind me who it is. Is it Jonesy? Is that who we're having on? There's a t-shirt artist guy who has been doing a lot of I'm waiting for the confirmation. I don't want to start talking about the wrong person here. Bill says, comparing it to OBS, I like StreamYard. Yeah, much more simpler because I feel like OBS has way too many bells and whistles. But yeah, I believe we're having John Burton on in 2 weeks. And Jonesy, I think that's his name. Yes, Jonesy, but a roster member is now joining us first. Oh, I was not aware of that. I need to. Were you guys chatting and I didn't get the update on my phone? My phone's probably not on ring because I'm live. Do you want me to? Did they announce it yet? I don't know if they announced it. We've been having some nice names on TNI. Have you ever heard of a company in Colorado called Rocky Mountain Pro? I believe I have. If you're talking about like an indie, I think I have. It's been with the COVID and everything, you've only heard about certain indies. If it's local to you, you're going to hear about it if you're keeping an eye out for that stuff. But there's very few that get that much attention because of everything going on. Like, Fight TV covers only certain things like GCW, some of the bigger ones. But yeah, I think I've heard of it. Before. Bill says, we have not announced it yet, but looks good to go. A good doctor came to us. Oh, Dr. Ross. The good Dr. Ross. Okay. Dr. Ross has been very good to our show, has been just incredibly generous to our podcast, which is why TNI refers itself to the number one Impact Wrestling podcast. Very proud of our growth lately. It's not bragging. It's been 100% organic. Word of mouth, us sharing stuff on social media. We have not bought anybody's likes. We have not bought anybody's follows. That seems to be a very popular practice nowadays, is how you can get so many follows by paying for it. We don't do that. I don't do that. I've been doing this for 7 years, have not bought one like or one follow. Been tempted to. You see the offers out there. Oh, sign up for this. We'll give you likes and follows. No, that crap's a scam. Over and over again. It is a scam. That is crap. Crap. It's all fake. You can get the subs. They're not going to get views. It's all fake accounts. Well, how's that going to help you? You got all these followers and you're dead in the water with X amount of followers. It's not worth it, folks. It's not worth it. Be much more proud to grow organically like I have over the last 7+ years. Jake says they are a partner streamer here on Twitch. Oh, okay. That's cool. Well, if you want to drop the link, if you're sharing it, go ahead, man. That's fine. Yeah, I might have heard about them before, but with everything going on, I don't think I heard about them for a long time. Dr. Ross, yes. God bless Dr. Ross. He is really something. Jake Hudson says, I love Impact Wrestling. I'm a big fan of what they've been doing since 2007. Yeah, well, the company sure has evolved since then, hasn't it? It's gone through a lot of peaks and valleys, right? Certainly over the last handful of years, I think it's improved for the better. Bill says, we never have to pay for it, Jay. Hey, now. We owe Dr. Ross. Trent owes him in pizza. J-Bone's going to take a trip down to Chi-Town for some Chicago deep dish, don't you know? Yeah, that's pretty much it for news updates. I wanted to come on here for now. It just went over an hour. Just wanted to come on here and talk about some news updates with the network going to Peacock, some updates on Impact Wrestling related to AEW and the whole Impact AEW war. The invasion is happening. It's been very, we've had to be very, very patient as wrestling fans because we've been getting breadcrumbs, little things here and there. But something big happened last week with the whole Matt Hardy and Private Party showing up. They are the number one contenders for the Impact Wrestling Tag Team Championships. Crazy. Unbelievable. RK Shuttlesworth. I want some Chicago deep dish now. Sorry. You drooling? Hey, thank God it's not smell-o-vision. Be like, if I had some pizza, you'd be smelling it. Do you smell what Jabronsky is cooking? Yeah, can't wait for tomorrow night. Damn Skippy Hippie. All right, so let's get out of here. Thanks again for joining me. I know it's during Raw, so probably not going to get as many eyes on it. But hey, thanks for tuning in. Much love. As we get out of here, you know what to do. Smash that like button and please smash that sub button. Ring that bell for notifications so that you know when more of my content hits your screen. This will be up on the audio format. The host is anchor.fm/smash this podcast. They put it out to Apple Podcast, Google Podcast, Spotify, and a handful of others. So wherever you get your audio from, you want to get your bone on the go from JAYBONE and smash this podcast. You know what to do. Go to anchor.fm/smash this podcast and find your audio source there, or just listen from Anchor. Either way, that's where you get the audio portion on the go from this podcast. And please consider smashing that support button. You can support the podcast for less than $1 a month. 3-tier system there, folks. Join today. Help the brand grow. JAYBONE needs new lighting. If you're on Twitch, follow, sub, you can share bits, all that lovely stuff. Much love, folks. We'll see you later tonight. Go look up the Backstage Boys on, I believe it's YouTube and Twitch. Maybe just Twitch. I'm not sure. But watch for the links. It's all, affiliated. Watch for Trent's tweets. He'll be tweeting it out later, I'm sure. And Basil, my host on Wednesday nights for the AEW stuff. They do a podcast on kind of the behind-the-scenes stuff in the wrestling because they both, work in different things in the wrestling industry, indie, pro, whatever, it is. They have guests on, I guess, tonight. It's all about me. So please tune in. I have no clue what we're doing. Just, hey, I'm guesting. I don't guest a lot on other podcasts, so I'm very excited about this. It'll be you'll see a different side of the bone tonight. So tune in later. That's going to be much later, 10, 11-ish, depending on where you're watching from. It'll be after Raw. We know that much. So tune in later. We'll see you tonight. Much love. We'll see you tomorrow over on TNI as well for the watch along and following that, the review. Much love. Good night, folks.